Shere Khan's hide. Farewell, dogs. With tears in his eyes.
I told
He did
you.
not want to leave his
I
jungle
told you I
home.
was going to play
Although
this.
he went down the hillside to meet those
There's some
mysterious things.
snap, crackles, and pops, but it's an old album from
Mowgli followed the rough road along the valley till he came to a country that he did not know.
1963 is when I was born.
Buffalo grazed, and when the little boys in charge of the herd saw Mowgli.
So yes, no scratches. It's amazing. It really is. I mean, the thing is all taped up. The sleeve. Some of my Beatles albums are going through the cardboard. They're so old. Then I should put that in a tag somewhere. I'm going to use this somewhere, probably for the opening of Friday Reads in March TBR. For that. Hi, Alan here. Welcome to Friday Reads and March TBR. And a new gimmick, hook I'm going to be doing on the Friday show is I'm going to be announcing who's going to be the guest on Monday live with Alan and Greg. And so you'll know like 2 days ahead before Greg posts the thumbnail on Sunday. It's going to be Gareth at Book Songs and Other Magic. So, and it's going to be at a special time, 11 p.m. England, 3 p.m. Pacific, and 6 p.m. the other side of the country, Eastern Standard Time. So I have a lot of books to get into. Finished up with the Homes is Where the Heart Is, fellows. We did a live stream earlier today, and I'll link below to that. I'm trying to, got two candles. They're both old. We group read Prisoner of the Devil by Michael Hardwick, and several of us thought it was kind of boring. It was about the Dreyfus case. It was in history in Britain. Admiral got life in prison on Devil's Island and falsely, I can't even really tell you the story. I don't know it. I don't care enough to know it. But it got better once they got with the Holmes's plan and got aboard a ship and were going to rescue Dreyfus. And I read that. And then I read the West End Horror. I think I talked about it last week, but this is good by Nicholas Meyer, who also wrote the 7% Solution, where Holmes famously uses cocaine and goes to see Freud, I believe. And Dr. Morty is also in the book. But I'll be reading that next year for Holmes is Where the Heart Is, along with another pastiche on Houdini, one of my favorite magicians and people in history, American histories. I find Houdini fascinating. So there's a Holmes pastiche on that, dedicated to Sean Standfast, who died. Reading Trinity by rereading it for me. I haven't read it in decades. It's a history of Ireland, and it's a good history with a love story in it, and a lot of action, and a lot of good history. If you want to know your Irish history about, about England and how they subjugated Ireland for hundreds of years. Don't get me started, okay? But the famine and all that, and then the troubles in the 60s and 70s between Northern and Southern, the Republic of Ireland, and all the screw-ups they had, chances they had for United Ireland back in 1916, then 1921, Bloody Sunday, Bloody Sunday, Michael Collins, it's all in Trinity. So reading that with, let's see, Emily at M's Reads is in it, Greg, another bibliophile, reads, and we'll be talking about that. So, and then I'm going to tie that in with the Irish Readathon, which I'm also going to tie in my deep dive into Yeats. I talked Pat at Book Chat with Pat into doing it with me. Yeah, it's going to be a real pleasure for me. And she might have fun too, because I know Yeats's plays a wee bit. I was a theater major back at Kent State in another life when I was young, and directed some one-act plays of his, which I'm going to make Pat read. And so this is Elman's bio that we'll be dipping into. Richard Ellman famously wrote the James Joyce ultimate biography. I'm a little tired tonight. What else? We're going to be reading Yeats's Ghost, which is on transit from the library. I was going to be reading, I'll just mention it because I was holding it up for weeks ago, the Master of Margarita, and talking about the edition, I had the 50th edition that Patricia H., my friend and commenter extraordinaire, gave to me. Well, that's been postponed for a few months, and that's cool with me. It gives me an opportunity to read this new Ken Follett book published last 2024. So, but new to me, certainly, and I'm a big Follett fan. I have this on Libby audio, and I started listening to it because a cool thing about Libby now, you can get up to like 20 books on hold, and you can keep them and suspend them, and when you're ready, you can hold them up to a year. You can get them, not like sometimes immediately, but within the next few days. I've mentioned this fact about me when I'm into a good book. I don't want it to end, and I can read 500 pages relatively quickly. The last 100 just a strain. I find myself with Gravity's Rainbow now. I'm down to the last, less than 100, 75 pages. And I like the ending. I remember how it ends. It ends with tarot, and I promised to do a copy of the Celtic Cross tarot spread that ends this mammoth book. And I will in weeks to come, but I have to knock it out because I have a lot of reading to do. What else do I have? I'm reading a buddy reading with my father, a crime novel by S.A. Cosby, All the Sinners Bleed. It's a popular new book, and I've started that on audio. I have to get the book from the library. I also have 2 poetry books. Kind of feel like I'm forgetting something. I did forget something. Indeed. The Crime of Lot 49, I'm buddy reading this, or group reading it with Lisa, a commenter extraordinaire, and Greg, another Bibliophile Reads. We'll be on Voxer doing this. And then after this, I think Lisa and I are going to go on to Inherent Vice. I know I am. I don't think Greg is, but join us if you're interested. Let me know. Gareth, I should have waited for the end of the video for that, but looking forward to that. And some other stuff coming. Some people are visiting Portland next week. Put a little teaser. Greg, a ghost reader in the sky, is going to visit me. His wife and son. His son's coming for another reason that I might kind of invite myself to. Sounds interesting. I won't say anything about it, but it's in a cool venue, and let's see what's up with that. So I think I've said enough. My favorite song, not only Beatles song, but probably of all time. I just like it. You know that it's only Paul and John on that recording. Paul's playing drums and bass and singing. John's playing piano and guitar. And John was asked one time if he thought if Ringo was the best drummer in the world. John said, Ringo isn't the best drummer in the world. He's not even the best drummer in the Beatles.